It's a good AGam in Kansas morning. Good morning. Let's take a look and see what's coming up today. First, meet Denise Scribner, recipient of the 2017 National Ag in the Classroom Excellence in Teaching Award, and also 6 of the 2017 Ag in the Classroom Bookmark Art Contest winners. Next, learn tips to make BBQ Foods safe. And then Dr. Erick DeWolf discusses the timing of fungicide applications to wheat. We'll end with Ernie Rodina's visit with John and Frances Duckworth. Stay with us. Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
I'm Denise Scribner with Eisenhower High School, Goddard School District number 265 out of Goddard, Kansas. We have been in our high school for a little over 6 years now, and I was brought over from Goddard High School where I taught there, and I had renovated the outdoor wildlife learning site that's on our campus there to an award-winning native grasses area, and then got the students involved in doing prescribed burns there so we could get them actively involved in the carbon cycle. So the principal, when we opened up the new school, asked me to come to Eisenhower. And when I was in Eisenhower, I had a chance because then I was kind of like the head of what I did there, rather than a teacher that worked within a preliminary curriculum. I then started including agriculture into the science because for me it was a natural fit. You can put GMO research in with when you look at genetics and biology. I teach environmental science, ecology, and that's just a hand in glove with most of the standards in the National Ag Standards, matching with what we do in our curriculum in the ecology class. And then I also teach forensic crime science, which is part of the law enforcement CTE initiative with Senate Bill 1055 here in the state. And we do soil profiling and soil analysis as a murder mystery and drama, and they have to do field technicians by seeing if an illegal dump was made at a farmer's soil area. Because after all, you know, city people think all farmers do is put too much stuff on their crops, and it can damage our water supply and things like that. So we proved that the farmer wasn't at fault. It was a urban industry that illegally dumped on the farmer's land. So it actively gets the students engaged into our agriculture to become environmentally literate citizens. Well, this has been a banner year for me. I started off in the fall going to the Entomology Foundation President's Prize for outstanding high school performance in entomology, so I got to go down to Orlando, Florida. Then in September, I found out that we were having our 2015 cohort of the Presidential Award of Excellence in Mathematics and Science. We had our ceremony right after Labor Day up in Washington, D.C. Then I found out earlier this year, right after the first of the year, that I won the Janet Sims Memorial Teacher of the Year Ag in the Classroom Award, which was outstanding. Kathy, the executive director of the Kansas Foundation of Ag in the Classroom, encouraged me to apply for the national award, and then just last week I found out that I was the recipient of the Excellence in Teaching about Agriculture in the Classroom Award on the national scale for our region and representing the state of Kansas. What I like about it is it showcases what our school district does well about applying real-world concepts to science in the classroom. And my students who are suburban sometimes don't even know where food comes from. And we spend 6 weeks on food insecurity and food security and looking at what agriculture does to help with that with an ever-growing population of the world. We also look at free trade, and so they get into economics, they get into more than just hugging a tree and recycling plastic bottles as part of the ecology program. And that makes them a well-rounded citizen who is agriculturally aware, and how that then promotes our industry here in the state of Kansas.
Watch AGam in Kansas online at agaminkansas.com.
Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego is driven by the spirit of American ingenuity. Come in for a new Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. If we don't have exactly what you want, we'll find it for you. And we also have a great selection of used cars. We make sure you have an easy, fun, and transparent sales experience that saves you time and money. But if you want high-pressure salesmen and hours spent in the finance office, you'll just have to go elsewhere. Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego. We're making car buying great again.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information. This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
It's that time of year when some of the most talented young artists compete for the Kansas Foundation of Agriculture in the Classroom Bookmark Contest. See what some of the winners had to say about their inspiration behind this year's theme, Farm Animals and Me.
My name's Hayden, and I go to Service Valley. I'm in kindergarten. The farm we have at school, and so I wanted to draw the farm like it. And then I thought of the horse that I have baby, and I drew her. And then I thought I could draw some other animals like a chicken and a pig, and so I drew them.
Hi, my name is Lexi Todd. I'm from Bluemont Elementary in Manhattan, Kansas. I got this idea from, part of it was a book, and part of it I just looked outside through my windows. I have a horse, I have 2 dogs, I have 4 cats, and I have a rabbit.
I go to Cheney Elementary, and my name is Cash Young. I drew like everything that would be on a farm, a normal, usual farm, and right here I am putting a tag on a baby calf, and the tractor's running, and it's putting hay and cow feed into the feed bunk, and here's the grain bins, and here's a horse, and here's my barn, and my feed wagon is behind my tractor, and I'm standing on the hay bales.
My name is Claire, and I go to St. Dominic School, and I am in 4th grade. I drew a pig and a cow and a girl feeding that has feed in a bucket. I just like to enter drawing contests.
My name is Kaylee Milligan. I'm from El Dorado. My school is kind of out in the middle of the farm. I go to the middle school, but I was really surprised when I found out that I won. My grandpa lives in Clay Center out on the farm. He owns one, so I'm used to being around a lot of animals. I love out in the country, and every time we drive by, you always see these different types of animals.
I'm Elizabeth Galloway. I live in Allen, Kansas. I'm from Reading Elementary, and I won the 5th grade bookmark competition. The part where there's a horse, I love horses, so that's why I drew that. And there's a rabbit at my school, and it's super cute, so I just wanted to incorporate that. I love farm animals, so I just tried to incorporate all the ones I could think of. The Capitol inside it was beautiful, and it was very nice to get a picture with him since he represents Kansas. Kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing.
Ag Promo Source is a unique group of marketing specialists with one mission: help your ag business grow. Each affiliate has their own area of expertise, and they work together to bring you advice, products, and services. To get started, visit agpromosource.com. Ag Promo Source. Together we grow.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Supply. Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org. This segment brought to you by Sure Crop, liquid crop nutrition delivered right to your farm.
Hi, we're here today to talk about barbecue food safety. It's barbecue season, so a lot of people are getting outdoors and firing up their grills for the summer season. So there's a few things you need to keep in mind from a food safety perspective to keep your delicious barbecue safe for everyone to enjoy. There's a few things that I'd like to mention. One would be to make sure that you don't cross-contaminate, so that when you're handling raw meat products, you need to wash your hands. And washing your hands becomes very important, especially with grilling, because we are taking food outside. We're handling doorknobs, we're handling tongs, we're handling raw meat and poultry. One thing that some consumers think they need to do is to wash their meat before they grill it. Modern harvesting practices have washing procedures inherently associated with them. Even if you did wash it, what can result is a lot of cross-contamination in your sink area, on your counters from the splatters or the drops that aspirate from hitting the meat surface. So don't wash your meat. Next, when you marinate your products, that you marinate at refrigeration temperatures, because temperature is extremely important. We want to keep foods out of the danger zone, which is from 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. To make sure that the food that you're serving is safe when you've cooked it on the grill, you want to use a meat thermometer. This is an inexpensive meat thermometer that you can buy at most retail stores. I like the digital version because I like to see the actual readout on the numbers. When we use the thermometer, we want to make sure we insert the thermometer about an inch into our product. So if this was a hamburger patty, I would insert it about an inch into the patty so that I get my tip to the center and not take it from the top down, but from the side. Why do we want to take the temperature? Because we need to rely on temperature for doneness. Cook that product to 160 degrees internal temperature. We can't rely on color. So keep your barbecue safe and enjoy your meal.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
Clyde Sutton, Ness City, Kansas. Lived on this place all my life. About a year and a half ago, got to where I couldn't saddle a horse. The pain was terrible. Read about stem cell. First it wasn't for me, then they started doing neck and back. Before I went down to Manhattan, the pain I was having from my neck down to my hand was curling my hand back. Some people had thought I almost had a stroke, and my shoulder had drawn up. I couldn't lift, I couldn't sleep, I really couldn't do anything, and was scheduled to be operated on, but was scared of the knife, I guess. Went and had it done. As you can see, I saddled a horse. I'm still building fence. Love to shoot a shotgun rifle, and I'm able to participate, not like I used to, but nevertheless I can do the things I used to do. And I want to personally thank the doctors, nurses, staff at Kansas Regenerative Medicine for the opportunity they give me to have my life back again.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
So this is really the time that we need to be out looking for diseases in our wheat crop. The wheat's now at the stage where the flag leaf is just beginning to emerge. We have multiple leaves of that upper canopy that are available, and it's those upper leaves that are really vulnerable to the attack of diseases. In many areas of central Kansas, we've heard that stripe rust, one of our major threats here in Kansas and throughout the region, is becoming established at low levels. Again, on these upper leaves in a few cases, but primarily in the mid canopy down at the lower levels. When we start to see those stripe rust getting established at those lower levels this early in the growing season prior to the heading stages of growth, that's usually an indication that here in Kansas we're headed for trouble with stripe rust. We're also getting some indications that leaf rust is also on the move as well here in the state. Again, primarily in central Kansas, and we're really encouraging growers to be out looking at their wheat over the next few weeks as their crop approaches those heading stages of growth that are so critical for the growth and development of our crop, the yield potential, and may in fact warrant a fungicide application. If we do get into a situation where we have continued wet weather, cool conditions, those are the type of weather conditions that favor the spread of the disease here locally in Kansas. And if it gets established here, that often means that the disease is setting the stage to move further north, either into Nebraska or the Dakotas as well. So what happens here locally in Kansas is important not only for the Kansas producers and their productivity of their wheat fields, but also has a much larger regional effect up into Nebraska and the Dakotas as well, and implications for the wheat producers in those parts of the country also. So we're really encouraging growers here in Kansas, and I would say even further north, to be out looking at their wheat as their wheat approaches those critical growth stages for fungicide applications. Let's make a good decision here based on the combination of what you see in your local fields, what you know about the variety, and the price of wheat, and the options and flexibility you have within your operation to make a fungicide application.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina.
And I'm Dawn Dawson with the Better Horses Radio Show.
For over 9 years, we've been bringing the Better Horses Radio Show to markets all across the Midwest. We talk about God, lots about horses.
We talk about cows, we talk about horse health, we talk to top trainers, and we even talk about Roy Rogers.
We're having a blast with Better Horses Radio Show and would love to take it to a market near you.
So visit our website at betterhorsesradio.com and let us or your local radio station know you'd like to hear it in your area.
The Better Horses Radio Show is unbelievable.
As fourth-generation farmers themselves, Heinen Brothers Ag Service understands the risk and rewards of farming. So when it comes to quality aerial and ground application, fertilizer, ag chemicals, and anhydrous ammonia, call Heinen Brothers Ag today, 800-760-4964.
Tarwater Farm and Home has been family-owned and operated since its beginning in 1978. What you need for farm and agriculture, lawn and garden, clothing and footwear, and so much more. You'll be surprised at what you'll find in this huge store. They have what you need and lots of it. So come take a look. You'll discover that customer service is first and foremost. Always has been with the Tarwaters. Tarwater Farm and Home, 4107 North Topeka Boulevard.
Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture, represents grassroots agriculture. The state's largest and most powerful farm organization stands up for its members through leadership development, agriculture education, legal defense, environmental advocacy, farm safety, and risk management. Members also enjoy money-saving benefits. To join our organization today or to learn more, go to www.kfb.org or find us on Facebook and Twitter.
This segment brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Hello friends, I'm Ernie Rodina, the horse guy, and welcome to AGam in Kansas. I'm so excited to be here today with Frances and John Duckworth, dear friends of mine, and you talk about cornerstones in the community, cornerstones in the horse community, a living legend. We've got John Duckworth, and I thought I would always get excited, John, about your horseshoeing, but this is like going to a museum out here. So great to have you on Better Horses.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, our viewers are going to get the chance to see this tremendous display of ironwork. You are truly a blacksmith and an artist, and I just want to commend you on what a great job. I want to talk about horses, but forget horses. Let's talk about all this stuff you're doing with the iron and everything. John, you got a tremendous collection.
Thank you. You know, I always feel like God blessed me with the ability to do it. And if I don't use it, he'll take it away. But I've got the best judge sitting over there whenever I build something. She comes out and critiques it, and you can change. I built 2 crosses for the church. I built 1 cross for the church. Seen it on a banner. It was a real pretty cross. And so I said I can make that look better in iron. I made it in iron, got it all done. She come out and looked at it and said, you know, you can do better than that. If you'd lay the Star of David, overlay it with another star in brass, that should be pretty. So I did. They come down, they took hers, put it at the head of the sanctuary of the church. I mean, but it's neat. It's neat to be able to do it, Ernie.
Frances, you've both been retired since about when?
08.
You're living the dream.
Living the dream every
Manny,
day.
your dreams right here, and he's got the wife, a lady of his dreams right here, and just having a blast. When you talk about your ironwork, but what about your quilts?
And pillows. You got to see the pillows that girl makes.
Well, thank you.
And
We've
this
definitely
is just
enjoyed it.
west of Shawnee, Kansas a little bit, and I'm going to tell folks you're going to see a display of all your type of art and everything, John. They're going to want to know, can they buy it? But you do some commission work out there.
Yeah, I have. Mm-hmm.
If folks want to get in touch with you, they're going to say, how do we get in touch with this guy? How can we come out and see this stuff? What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Call Frances.
Call Frances.
Well, here's what happens, Ernie. I build something, and I just get an idea, so I build it, and when I get it built, she won't sell it. I finished the buffalo up, and I got people want to buy it. She won't sell the buffalo. I finished the bear, and she won't sell the bear. She wants to keep it all.
Sitting here talking to you about John, you're one of the greatest horseshoers, I think, in the country, and you had the opportunity to work with a lot of great ones just around this area. How rewarding that must be.
You know, now I look back on it, and it really was. The guys they were my mentors. I mean, you inducted Doc Stewart into your Hall of Fame, and he was one of my greatest mentors. He really was. But like R.Q. Sutherland, I got to do a lot of his horses. Merle Wood was probably the greatest mentor I ever had. He was a great friend of mine. Al Becker, president of American Quarter Horse. I got to work for all these guys, and I've got stories about them all. And horses we got to work on. I love to work on crippled horses. Dr. Barnett probably did more for me in my later years of shoeing because he got me more involved with working on the crippled horses. And I got to work on lots of them and loved it, especially if you win.
And it had to be so rewarding to take a horse that was crippled and fix him and have that horse work right and everything. It had to be so rewarding from that standpoint.
I did. Joe Turner's sister had a mare that foundered, a 12-year-old mare, and the vet up there at Meriden sent the horse down here, said we'll put him to sleep, but John might do something. I made a set of heart bars and put on the horse. Anyway, in a year's time, this horse is back sound, and I told her, she says, can I ride him? And I said, well, you might be a little heavy, give it to a kid. And she leased it to the Wiseman girl out there. The first year, I think she won a saddle and 18 buckles, and I kept getting little notes from Paige every time she'd win something.
And look what that little girl's doing.
Yeah, I know. Look at her today, where she's at today.
But I know it's been in my lifetime, my career before getting to do a lot of this stuff we're doing now. It was a real honor to be able to work with you, John, and get to know you. I consider you a dear friend. And I'm so excited about what you're doing with your second part of your career with this art. Just unbelievable, folks. You got to see it. And I'll have John's number posted on my website. We'll get a hold of you, how to get a hold of him and everything. So it's just great to be here. Wonderful place, Frances. So proud of you. And so much fun. I look forward to coming out here so much because you're dear friends from that standpoint. And I just want to urge everybody to check it out, get a chance to see this. You're going to love the tour we're going to take with you, that we're taking you on with our film crew, showing you this great work and everything. So, you know, I just like to leave on telling you, I hope you invite us back out because I plan on having a summer Better Horses picnic right here on your patio.
We would love it.
You know, really good, because I tell you what, you've been such givers and continue to be such givers to the equine industry. One of the greatest blacksmith, artist, a great husband, father, horseman, and it's an honor. I'm a better guy, John, because I know you. I hope you enjoyed this trip to Western Shawnee, Kansas. I'll tell you what, unbelievable. We had a wonderful time. Make sure you tune in to AGam in Kansas every day. Until next week, happy trails, and make sure you always ride for the brand.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com.